Americans love SUVs. In 2025, the average price of a new one crossed $50,000, a record high. Families spend that kind of money believing they're buying safety, space, and long-term dependability. But Consumer Reports data tells a different story. Many of the most popular are plagued with engine troubles, transmission failures, and endless electrical glitches. And if you're not careful, the SUV you buy today could become a money pit tomorrow. That's why we dug deep into Consumer Reports' reliability scores and owner feedback to expose the 12 most unreliable SUVs of 2025. Number 12. GMC Yukon. The GMC Yukon sells itself as a fortress on wheels, massive presence, bold styling, and a reputation for hauling families in comfort. But behind the size and status, owners are facing a list of issues too long to ignore. Transmission complaints are widespread, harsh shifts, hesitation, and in some cases, outright failures under 60,000 miles. Electrical gremlins plague the interior, from glitchy infotainment to failing driver assist systems. Even basics like fuel pumps and climate control have left drivers stranded. Mechanics say the problem isn't just frequency, it's cost. Fixing a Yukon's transmission or suspension can drain thousands, far beyond what families budgeted for when they signed the purchase papers. The result? A full-size SUV that feels anything but solid when the bills arrive. Consumer Reports confirms the concern, giving the Yukon a reliability score of just 41 out of 100. Number 11. Hyundai Kona Electric. Electric SUVs promise peace of mind, fewer moving parts, lower maintenance. But the Hyundai Kona Electric proves that not all EVs are created equal. Owners have reported sudden battery degradation, charging failures, and even complete pack replacements long before expected. Adding insult to injury, infotainment glitches, and braking issues make everyday driving more stressful than it should be. EV batteries are the single most expensive component in a vehicle, and once problems start, costs skyrocket. While Hyundai's warranty helps on paper, many drivers have faced long waits for replacements and inconsistent service experiences. The result is an SUV that was supposed to represent the future, but feels unreliable in the present. Consumer Reports backs this up, with the Kona Electric earning a weak 38 out of 100 for reliability. Number 10. Volkswagen Atlas. When Volkswagen launched the Atlas, it was supposed to be the perfect blend of German engineering and family-friendly size. Instead, it's been one headache after another. Transmission issues, premature water pump failures, rattling suspensions, and glitchy electronics dominate owner complaints. Drivers describe endless trips to the dealer for software updates, brake replacements, and vibrations that never seem to go away. Mechanics often call the Atlas a repair shop favorite, and not for good reason. Add in higher-than-average part cost, and what looked like an affordable 3-row SUV quickly turns into an expensive gamble. It's no surprise that Consumer Reports punishes the Atlas with a reliability score of just 35 out of 100. Number 9. Tesla Model X. Tesla's Model X commands attention with futuristic styling and its famous falcon wing doors. But here's the problem. Those doors are one of the biggest sources of owner frustration. They misalign, fail to open, or get stuck in the rain. And that's just the start. Owners also report climate systems that stop working, screens freezing mid-drive, and trim pieces that simply don't hold up on a $100,000 SUV. While Tesla's batteries and drivetrains hold up reasonably well, it's the basic elements, paint quality, door handles, seat adjustments, that constantly fail. And unlike traditional brands, repair options are limited, meaning wait times and costs spiral out of control. Consumer Reports reflects these issues, handing the Model X a reliability score of 31 out of 100, one of the lowest for any luxury SUV this year. Number 8. Land Rover Discovery. The Discovery sells the dream of adventure. Sleek design, luxurious interior, and that British badge promising sophistication. But for many owners, that dream quickly becomes a nightmare. Consumer Reports highlights endless electrical failures, from malfunctioning door handles to dead infotainment systems. The air suspension, meant to deliver a cloud-like ride, is another common weak spot, with many owners stuck with sagging systems that cost thousands to repair. Mechanics often joke that owning a Discovery means having a second car for when the Land Rover breaks. And they're not exaggerating. Add in premature engine troubles and random leaks, and the Discovery feels more like a gamble than a trusted family SUV. Consumer Reports puts numbers to the complaints, scoring the 2025 Discovery at a dismal 28 out of 100 for reliability. Number 7. Land Rover Range Rover. If the Discovery struggles, the Range Rover, the brand's flagship, exposes just how unreliable luxury can be. On the outside, it screams wealth and success. Inside, you're treated to plush leather, tech-filled dashboards, and one of the most comfortable rides on the market. But all that style comes with an ugly reality. It breaks constantly. Transmissions slip, electrical systems fail, advanced safety features suddenly shut off, and owners are left footing bills that make your eyes water. Brake and suspension repairs cost double or triple the industry average, and simple electrical fixes often require entire module replacements. The Range Rover is loved by celebrities and executives, but behind the glamour is one of the most unreliable SUVs money can buy. Consumer Reports confirms what frustrated owners already know, assigning the Range Rover a brutal 24 out of 100 reliability score. Number 6. Chevrolet Tahoe. The Tahoe is supposed to be America's favorite family SUV. Big enough for a crowd, strong enough to tow, and durable enough to last years. At least, that's the promise. The reality? Owners are reporting a pile of issues. Consumer Reports points to weak transmissions that struggle under load, premature engine problems like oil consumption and misfires, and persistent electrical headaches. One owner described it best: "It feels like the Tahoe spends more time in the service bay than in my driveway." Mechanics add that with a vehicle this size, every repair is costly. Replacing a transmission or an electronic module isn't just common, it's expensive, often reaching several $1,000s. The Tahoe may look like the dependable family hauler, but the numbers tell a different story. Consumer Reports drops it to a reliability score of 37 out of 100. Real quick, before we get into the next point, if you've gotten any value so far, do me a solid and smash that like button. It will help more people avoid these bad SUVs. Number 5. Chevrolet Suburban. If the Tahoe's issues weren't enough, the Suburban, its larger sibling, manages to do even worse. It's marketed as the ultimate people mover, the SUV that can haul everything and everyone. But owners are facing a laundry list of frustration: vibrations at highway speeds, failing fuel systems, glitchy electronics, and premature suspension wear. For families who bought the Suburban as a long-term investment, those constant dealer visits are more than an inconvenience. They're a financial drain, and given its massive size, repairs take longer and cost more. Mechanics warn that a Suburban out of warranty can be one of the most expensive SUVs to maintain, period. It's no surprise then that Consumer Reports ranks the Suburban at the bottom of its class, assigning it a bleak 21 out of 100 for reliability. Number 4. Ford Explorer. For decades, the Ford Explorer has been one of the most recognizable names in American driveways. Families trusted it for road trips, carpools, and daily commutes, but the 2025 Explorer has let that reputation slip. Owners have been swamped with issues ranging from transmission jerks to loud clunks in the rear differential. Some even report complete gearbox failures before hitting 60,000 miles. Mechanics say the Explorer's transmission design has been plagued with flaws for years, and Ford still hasn't nailed a permanent fix. Electrical gremlins only add to the frustration, with infotainment freezes and faulty sensors being common. Families who bought into the Explorer's legacy are learning the hard way that reputation doesn't guarantee reliability. Consumer Reports drives the point home with a poor 38 out of 100 for reliability. Number 3. Mazda CX-90 Plug-in Hybrid. Mazda launched the CX-90 as its bold step into the three-row SUV market, with upscale styling and a brand-new plug-in hybrid powertrain. On paper, it looks like the perfect family hauler, efficient, roomy, and modern, but early reports paint a different picture. Owners are running into battery system glitches, faulty hybrid modules, and software bugs that leave the SUV stuck in limp mode. Even the traditional gas engine isn't immune, with complaints of rough shifting and stalling under load. For many buyers, the CX-90 was supposed to be a smarter alternative to a gas-only SUV. Instead, it's shaping up as a gamble with high repair bills and unpredictable reliability. Consumer Reports backs this up, giving the CX-90 one of the lowest scores in its class at just 33 out of 100. Number 2. Jeep Wrangler. The Jeep Wrangler is an American legend, rugged, iconic, and built for adventure. But when it comes to daily reliability, it's one of the worst offenders on the market. Owners report constant electrical failures, leaking roofs, misaligned doors, and steering systems that wander dangerously dangerously at highway speeds. Mechanics often joke that Wranglers are great for the weekend, but not for Monday through Friday. Off-roaders may forgive some of these quirks, but Consumer Reports looks at the bigger picture. When your brand new SUV spends more time in the shop than on the trail, it stops being fun, and the repair bills pile up fast, especially once the warranty ends. The result is one of the lowest scores on the entire list. The 2025 Wrangler limps away with just 26 out of 100 for reliability. Number 1. Jeep Grand Cherokee. Topping the list, and not in a good way, is the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Marketed as the luxurious Jeep, it's supposed to offer a blend of comfort, power, and off-road credibility. Instead, it's become a nightmare for thousands of owners. Consumer Reports highlights recurring engine problems, weak transmissions, and glitchy high-tech systems that simply don't hold up over time. Owners describe their brand-new Grand Cherokees as untrustworthy and a disaster. From dead touchscreens to suspension failures, it's a laundry list of headaches that no SUV in this price range should have. Mechanics add that because of the model's popularity, they see Grand Cherokees in their shops constantly, often with repeat issues that never seem to get fully resolved. Consumer Reports makes it official, ranking the Grand Cherokee dead last with a shocking 20 out of 100 for reliability. And that wraps up the 12 most unreliable SUVs of 2025. From British luxury machines to American icons, these models prove that price and reputation don't always equal reliability. If you're in the market for a dependable SUV, avoid these money pits unless you enjoy surprise repair bills and constant trips to the dealership. Now it's your turn. Which of these SUVs shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if this saved you money. And don't forget to subscribe for more insider rankings straight from Consumer Reports data.